Warning, some languages are not suitable for immature or close-minded audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Drive-thru. The Avenue.
Kick!
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to One Avenue Drive-thru. My name is Vaynard. You can call me Vaynard Q. It's nearing Valentine's Day, so I was thinking of making a quick drive-thru about my current plans for Valentine's Day, because this is the first Valentine's Day where I actually have something in mind. It's not one of those, propose to someone you love kind. It's basically something on the lines of publicly embarrassing myself or being publicly blunt. I guess this also helps as a social experiment to find out what my worth is when it comes to approaching women or my social skills. Because I guess I've been pretty much introverted lately ever since my past love things. So I was talking to a couple of my buddies from school like just a few hours ago, and we were thinking, we usually, when you're guys, you talk about girls and stuff like that. We were talking about events and how to trigger them and how to make good events that would be, worthy of a romantic comedy or a video game visual novel or whatever. So in order to make Valentine's more interesting, I thought of this idea. It's more of a challenge. I guess I'm gonna call this either R.A.P.E, which is the random act of positive effects, or Thru, which is the Valentines act of random uplifting. First of all, its goal is to help you gain your confidence, or to help you learn how to, pick up chicks, or at least know what makes them smile, because that's the important part. Happiness and love is part of that. So in order to do this, well, currently I have this planned up that I will sing. So I have this vision of singing to someone, and I have this vision of this random act of positive effects thing, so might as well mix them together. The plan is, I'm going to go to a random girl, no matter who it is. It has to be someone that I choose to go to, not someone I'm forced to go to. Someone I want to sing to, I want to perform with, someone I want to make smile, someone hopefully that I want to, someone you want to approach, someone you like, of course. You have to like the person to do something to them. Next is you have to confirm that you don't know them, because you're doing this on a clean slate. Zero accumulated points, zero set from scratch. You're gonna talk to her, you don't know her, introduce yourself and get to know her. Hell, you might even know her name from this. That's good, right? Next, you need to do something to make her smile, to make her laugh, to make her, recognize you as the guy who did this one thing that made her smile, made her laugh. In my case, it's probably gonna be a song, or maybe in your case, you're like gonna give candy, like chocolate, flowers, or tell her a story, or just confess to her. Maybe a confession will work, or maybe some sort of a compliment, like, I've been seeing you for the past couple of days, and I think you're one of the most beautiful women that I have ever seen. I just thought I had to say that, and I just wanted you to hear that coming from me instead of it being kept inside me. That's something good you can say. You can say that, or you can flat out make a total fool out of yourself. Make one whole dance routine in front of the entire class, or in front of the entire community. You could even have this Broadway type song style. You can do whatever you want, whatever. There's no set rules in this. The only requirement is you have to make her smile. Now, what if you get rejected? What if she says no before you get to perform? Well, that's the best kind of rejection. Why? Because you don't get to do anything. You go there, you ask if they want to be entertained, or if they want you to do something, and then she says no, then that's fine. You can go about your separate ways. Just accept the fact that you were rejected, and that's their loss. They don't get to smile. They don't get to see you make a fool out of yourself. The next is the rejection after your performance, right? When you perform, instead of being smiling and all of that, they just brush you off. That's the worst kind of rejection. That just gives up that she really isn't interested, or she's a prick or a bitch. Like, seriously, if I am making a fool out of myself in a funny way, and it's enjoyable, and I know it's enjoyable, because come on, Broadway singing, not enjoyable, and suddenly happening like that, and then she brushes you off, well, that just means either she really isn't interested, or she's really, I don't know, she just hates your guts, or something like that. I mean, seriously, it's kind of impossible for you to get that kind of rejection, because first of all, it's random. Since they don't know you, they're gonna give you the opportunity to do what you want. Like, they're going to give you this 30-second window of I don't know you, therefore I'm gonna give you 30 seconds for me to get to recognize you, to get to understand what the hell you're doing in front of me, because I don't know you and you just approached me. So basically, you're in a clean slate, and when you do your shit, give you time. They're not gonna brush you off immediately unless they really effing hate you or just don't like you. That's the thing. At least you know now who's the bitch, who hates you, who doesn't like you, or who's the kind of girl that just goes for looks, or who just goes for comfort, or if she's easily scared of these kinds of events. You'll know now. Because to be quite honest, yeah, you don't have to be scared of a rejection because it's a known fact that everybody wants to be swept off their feet, regardless of who does it. I mean, a woman just doesn't just wake up one day and go, uy, sana walang gumawa sa akin ng maganda ngayon. Uy, sana walang biglang magbigay sa akin ng kabaitan loob ngayon. Because deep down inside, they want to hear those things. They want those things to happen to them. They want people to tell them they're beautiful, they're special, they make the world a better place. Nobody wakes up and says, I hope somebody calls me ugly, or I hope when I wake up and people look at me, I hope they just look past me. No. They all want to be special, they all want to be appreciated, and by God, when you show up and you appreciate her for all she's worth, then you will be remembered and you will get good results. Trust me on this. Let me reiterate this. They will let you perform 80% of the time because they don't know you. Therefore, they will put the time in to get to know you in that 30-second frame that you're making a complete fool out of yourself. Not only that, whatever you're doing, either it be singing, buying her drink, buying her candy, giving her candy, freaking around with a crazy story, confessing like a pervert, that would be the impression that you will leave. And then when you get out, like leave and get out of the room, you would be imprinted in her mind as that one guy who gave her candy, or that one guy who sang his heart out, or that one dude who talked to her like a goddamn pervert. It's up to you how you want to imprint yourself, but the fact of the matter is, it's to entertain them. Even if somebody hits on you, it's kind of entertaining, right? I mean, ladies, if you're listening, you know? So I guess that's what we plan. We plan to do this, approach a girl, do something funny, or do something entertaining, and then GTFO. Maybe we could even get a number from it. Maybe we could meet new friends from it. Or maybe we just find out who's total bitches. Either way, we all win. Because she gets entertained, or she gets like this epic event that she'll never forget for the rest of her life. On Valentine's Day or in the February, some asshole or some cool guy walks up to her, and then she's gonna notice you because you approach her like a brave man, like bypassing every barrier of friendship that she surrounds herself with, even bypassing the boyfriend if she does have one, and then doing all your shit. And then she'd go, oh my god, this dude is brave. An asshole, but brave. You'll be remembered because everybody's gonna see what you did. And then the third is, you get this sense of self-confidence. You know your worth now. You know if you could make them smile. You know if you could make them laugh. You know if you could make them stick with you for 30 seconds. If you can grab their attention. Worst case scenario is that she rejects you. That's it. It's something we need to learn to accept in life. We get rejected. We get turned down. We get disgusted on upon. Some people will not like us. They'll get disgusted by us. It's fine. It happens. Move on. But there's so many good things that can come out of this. She could remember you. And then when you walk in a corridor and then you meet eyes, she'd be like, hi. Finally, she notices you, right? She says hi, or she smiles, or she waves. Best case scenario, she becomes a friend of yours. You guys ended up having a conversation. She asks for your number. Or she could even like be your soulmate. You'll never know. She'd be like, of all the guys that I've met, you're the only one who had enough balls to do that. And I appreciate that. And then she's gonna end up liking you, and then loving you, and then you'll never know, dude. That's why this event is, I guess, a social experiment to find out what I'm worth, and to find out what happens when you do these things. So, around the course of Valentine's Day and onwards, I'm gonna try to do 1 or 2 of these, and then see where it goes from there. And I guess I'm gonna give you an update on what happens, and I'm gonna get to try friends to do the same thing. or make an activity out of it, like even make a proclamation card, or like something that they sign on a piece of paper after being entertained, and then it's a proof that I have entertained you. Or use that paper or card as a scapegoat in case things go wrong. Like use it as an excuse, like we're doing this because we have this paper that says that we have to do this, or make it like seem like a requirement or something like that. The important part is we get to practice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you only get a few times in life in where you get to practice your pickup lines, so to speak. So I guess this has been my solo cast for Valentines, and I'll update you on the actual day itself. My name is Vaynard, and thanks for driving through the avenue.
Drive through the avenue.